Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back talking about 21 Pilots, and I know you're waiting for an Animal Crossing video, but give me a break. I want to do something different. So I didn't actually think I'd be back talking about 21 Pilots again for a long time, but no, they surprised us with another album. God, honestly, 13-year-old me would be screaming right now if they knew that they'd produced this many albums in this many years. Anyway, the new album Breach got released a week ago, and I wasn't quick enough to do a reaction video, so I'm going to do a 1 week later review and pretend I didn't miss a boat on all the hype. Basically, I'm just going to run through the album, say what I like and don't like about certain songs, and there will be some opinions you disagree with, but that is what I'm here for. I'm here to be disagreed with. That's like my whole thing. People think I've got the worst opinions on planet Earth. Like, have you seen my TikTok comments? Anyway, without further ado, we're just going to get into it. So we're starting off so strong with City Walls, and I have a lot to say about this song. We're going to start the music video because as much as the fight scene is kind of cringe, I do kind of love it because the going from the fighting to the old music videos drove me insane. What do you mean we're back at Heavy Dirty Soul? What do you mean we're back at Levitate? What do you mean we're back at Jumpsuit? What do you mean? However, my main gripe with this entire music video is him trying to defeat Nico with the power of 21 Pilots friendship. Like, what do you mean he does this and tries to defeat him? I can't pretend that I didn't cringe a little bit, but like that's their whole thing, isn't it? Like, kind of cringe, but I kind of love it. But also, how can he sit there and try and defeat him with the power of 21 Pilots friendship and still lose? That's what really pissed me off. The fact that he did all that shit and still lost. I know it's really symbolism for some shit, but it pissed me off. The outro, like the credits of the music video. First of all, it's playing Intentions, but we'll talk about that later. But just like the clips from the old music videos, like all the credits to everyone, like, bro, this has been like the past 8 years of my life, and it's just done. I remember very clearly I listened to this song at the bus stop on the way back from work, and I was like, damn, this is actually it. Like, it's actually over. This isn't a joke anymore. Like, they're actually just gonna like tour America, then dip for like a few years because fucking Josh Dunn's having a baby, and like this is like my entire life like done, and I'm just like, it hasn't quite dawned on me that like this started when I was 13 and I'm now 20. Like, it hasn't quite processed in my brain yet. Outside of the music video, I just think this is a really, really good song. When he did the Entertain My Faith lyric, I genuinely nearly pissed my pants a little bit. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way he just said that shit. But he said that shit, and it drove me crazy. They say this is the only really lore-heavy song on the album, which I do agree with. I think you can interpret lyrics from other songs in whichever way you want. If you want to see that as relating to the lore, you can do, but this is the one they said is the only one that ties up the lore, which I think they did very well. It very much feels like a very nice end to it. I am so kind of pissed off they lost, though. Like, that really pissed me off. Like, it's been 8 years and you could have just let the motherfucker win. No. Can't give us no peace in this house. Up next is Raw Fear. And when I first heard the scream at the start, I thought that was a vulture. I was like, oh my god, vultures. Throw back the trench. Wrong, it's just his daughters. Sorry, mate. People seem to really love this song. Like, personally, I like it, but it doesn't make me go crazy like some of the others do. But I have seen TikTok after TikTok after TikTok of people, like, screaming and going mental over this song. And I'm like, yeah, it's good, but, like, there are much better songs on this album. There's much worse, don't get me wrong. This is very, like, middle of the table for me, but, like, I can't hear it the way other people do and go absolutely nuts. It's just like, it's just good, you know? Up next is Drum Show, and I know people are going to disagree with me for what I say about this song. So, first things first, before we get into any of the song, Tyler Joseph, you have spent too much time with Debbie Ryan, because what is with the Disney needs in this fucking music video? I do like this song. I can't say that I don't like it because I do, but this was the single after the contract, and it just didn't compare in any way, shape, or form in my mind. Like, the contract was up here, and Drum Show is like there. It's still good, but I really don't 100% like the verses. I think the chorus is good, but the verse is kind of just like great on me a little bit. Like, on first listen, I was like, oh yeah, great new song, buzzing, whatever, but I've not really listened to it much since then. I've watched the music video a couple times. I've listened to it for this video, but outside of that, I'm skipping it. Like, if I'm doing a full album listen, which I'm doing a lot at the minute, I'm skipping it. Like, I'm sorry, I just am. And I feel bad because the highlight of this song is definitely Josh's vocals. I fucking eat that shit up every time, but I can't listen to this entire song just for one segment, so I do skip it a lot, and I do feel a bit bad. Whoops. Up next is Garbage. I don't mind the verses on this song, but the chorus is where it really gets me. Like, that's when I listen to it and go, yeah, this shit's actually really good. And I'm also a really big fan of the piano in the background, but something I'm not a fan of is just the idea of this song being called Garbage. Like, I find it really hard to take it seriously when he calls himself a piece of garbage. Like, it just, I know it's meant to be like funny and whimsical, but it takes away from like the whole message of it genuinely being like, I feel like shit. Like, he's like, oh, I feel like garbage. It just, for me, I can't take the song seriously when he's like, I feel like trash. Like, that just doesn't do it for me. I know they don't swear, but like generally, if even I feel like shit, I take the song so much more seriously. But because of that, just something about it grates on me, and I just don't like it. Up next is The Contract, and when I listened to the songs for this video, I watched the music video for the ones that did have them. And how did I low-key forget that the start of The Contract is the end of the Paladin Straight music video? I kind of forget they did that. The music video is also like a fucking drug trip. Like, why was I watching it getting motion sickness, but why was I kind of fucking with it anyway? Like, that is one of the most bizarre music videos I've ever seen, because who did they pay to do that? How much did they spend on like cameramen and special effects to get that shit done? Because it was crazy. I think because I like 21 Pilots, I like his voice, but on this song, his voice sounds very unique. Like, even on my first listen, I was a bit like, maybe even I don't like his voice on this because it's very high pitched, but it's grown on me massively. I fucking love this song now. When I tell you this shit went platinum in my shower, I mean it. When this song came out, I listened to it every single shower on repeat. I don't know why. It was just such a good shower song. I just listened to it constantly, and I actually still really fucking love it now. I haven't overplayed it for myself yet. Somehow, I don't know how I've managed that. And the outro goes so incredibly hard. You don't get it. The outro to the song drives me crazy. I just want that on repeat. I want that specific bit on loop. It's so good. Oh my god. I feel so strongly about this song. I fucking love it. Up next is Downstairs, and I kind of actually have a lot to say about this song. So, this song reminds me of two things: AJR and Regional at Best. I think the verses, maybe even just the intro, I've kind of forgotten what it sounds like. I think just the intro reminds me of Regional at Best with like all the beeping and like the way he sings. Very Regional at Best. The chorus is so AJR, it kind of drives me insane. And I did read somewhere that this is from a demo back in 2012, which not only can you tell, but also like, thank God they didn't scrap it because I fucking kind of love it. Unfortunately, because it is Regional at Best coded, that means it also is religious imagery coded, because he's talking about like, oh mercy, and what have I become, like dirty and something else. Like, it's very religious, and as much as that's like the whole thing, I'm not really here for it anymore. Like, when I listened back to the old albums, like, yeah, that was their whole thing. It was religious imagery here, right, everywhere, fucking just all over. Now I'm like, you've grown up. You've sang about how much you don't like your religion just to go back to singing about it. I'm a bit like, get me out. The main gripe with this song is, why is it 5 minutes long? I get to 3.5 minutes and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to be done. And it goes on like, this is by far one of their most repetitive songs they've ever made, and I'm not here for it. Next is Robot Voices, and I'm telling you now, this shit is gonna go platinum in my everywhere when it gets to Christmas time. This song is so Christmas, I can't even explain it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like robots, and I'm thinking about like, I don't know, something about the instrumental and the idea of robots makes me think of like unwrapping robots on Christmas. I can't explain it. But it's also kind of giving Fireflies by Owl City. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm picturing like a child playing with robots and talking to them in their room, and it's making me think of Owl City when he's in Israel. I genuinely don't know how I've made that connection, but I have, and I kind of like it. Like, it's giving fairy lights and Christmas and talking to your toy robots. Like, it just is giving Christmas. I'm not going to hear no one say that it's not. And the whimsy. The pure whimsy you would only experience at Christmas time from a Christmas song is this. Like, this is giving more Christmas than their Christmas song they actually made, and that's saying a lot. Up next is Center Mass, and I fucking love this song because there is no way that Manchester drum incident got sampled in their fucking song. What do you mean? I was literally there for that. I was literally there the day that drum got stolen, and now it's in a fucking song. Imagine how that girl feels. Imagine how she feels knowing that she stole the drum and now she's in a 21 Pilot song. That's insane. This is easily one of my favorites off the album. I very much had the thing where I listened to it and went, I love this immediately. It didn't grow on me like the others. I instantly know I loved it, and it has not changed. The pre-chorus bit where he talks to himself, like, I really kind of fuck with it. I love when songs do that, because I've listened to other songs before where they do the whole like back and forth between themselves thing, and I really like it. And he does it on those, and it just works so well. I also think the outro goes so incredibly hard for no reason. I just think this song is phenomenal. I fucking love it. Like, when I'm watching slideshows and people put this last, I'm like, up next is Cottonwood, and I've seen a lot of people dislike this song because it's really sad, but I didn't actually know how sad this was till I watched a video telling me how sad it was. Like, if I didn't know this was about his granddad and him dying in the funeral, I would have never put that together. But what I like about music is that you can interpret it in whatever way you want. Like, I hear that, and I don't necessarily think like death and funerals and grandparents. I just sort of see like nostalgia for some reason, which is also sad in its own kind of way, but I really like this song. Like, the idea of looking back at your past self through a telescope and it's already looking back at you. Crazy. I don't even really know what that means. Like, I'm sat here talking, I'm like, what the fuck have I even just said? But the idea of it, when he says it, it just makes sense. The chorus in general, no matter what it's about, does just sort of get to me. The way he sings, the lyrics, it all just sounds amazing. The piano, oh, this shit is so good. I love it. Next is One Way, and before we even talk about this, there's no way we went from Center Mass to Cottonwood to One Way. That is a generational 3-song run. genuinely maybe one of the best 3-song runs on an album of all time. I actually can't believe they did that. This shit genuinely makes me get up and fucking dance. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I will put this on and I'm like, actually, shit's not that bad, and I'll start busting a move because it's so fire. The bridge goes so incredibly hard, you do not understand. I listen to that shit and I feel like I'm levitating. Like when he starts screaming that I just don't belong here, like, oh my god, his voice sounds amazing. And then back into the chorus, oh my god, it works so well. But also, I do think the best part about this song is the Josh voicemail where he goes, yeah, I don't even think this should go into Days Lie Dormant. It's a bit of a vibe change, and then it goes straight into Days Lie Dormant. But also, like, you're missing out on the worst vibe change of all. I think a worse vibe change is Sent a Mass into Cottonwood. Like, what do you mean? We're going from this shit to Cottonwood, and you're worried about fucking whatever going into Days Lie Dormant. Like, focus on the bigger problem here, guys. Anyway, up next is Days Lie Dormant, and I think the Josh voicemail going straight into it is hilarious. Now, I normally don't like the love songs he writes for his wife. He writes one on every single album. I'm not normally a huge fan, but this one I like, but I think it's because you can't tell. Like, all he does is say that his wife thinks he should try Topo Chico and get some more sun, and that he doesn't want to be in a city where no one knows who she is. I think. I'm kind of just guessing that's what he's talking about, because in my mind, this is not a love song at all. I don't really understand it. Up next is Tally, and this was my favourite on the album for the first couple of days, but I think that's easily become like One Way or Cottonwood now. But it's crazy how quickly your favourite can change, because I had with Tally what I had with Sent a Mass, which was like, I love it instantly. And then, like, I'm not saying I don't love it now, I'm just saying I think maybe like One Way or Sent a Mass has taken over that, but it's only been a couple days since that's happened. When you listen to nothing but the same album on repeat, your favorites really do change real fast. The chorus is easily one of the most catchy choruses on the entire album, and I think his flow at the start of the song is fucking fantastic. I also think his voice sounds incredibly raw at some points, which I think works perfectly. I know a lot of people out there won't like that, but I personally do. The scream fits perfectly. I think it works so well. He doesn't overdo it on this album. I think it works so well. There's certain screams that don't work, like on Shy Away, for example. I don't personally think that works that well, but this song, it so well. And last but not least, we have Intentions. Now, I don't want you guys to shoot me, but something's got to be my least favorite, and it just happens to be this. So, right, just hear me out. Just hear me out. I am never going to listen to this outside of a full album listen, and even then, most of the time, if I'm listening to the album, I'm skipping it. The same with Drum Show. Like, I am skipping those 2 songs specifically. The main reason I like it is because it's Truce Reversed, because if it's Truce Reversed, and then that's the end of the album, and then Heavy Day Souls at the end of the start of the album, it's a full loop, and it drives me crazy. I felt like a scientist putting that together, even though it wasn't hard to put together. I felt like I had like strings and red pins on my wall. It was crazy. That is genuinely the best, most interesting part about this song. The rest of it, I don't give a fuck about. And I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care if it's got lore, whatever in it. I just find it really boring and dull and like not even sad, just like not great. Like, I really don't like this song. I think it doesn't ruin the album, but I'm still going to call it a no skip album, but this song is very much like on the border. Like, I'll listen to it if I have to, but if I have the option to skip it, I'm going to skip it, you know? Anyway, that is the full album recapped. I hope those opinions didn't make you hate me too much. So this was my opinion after just a week. I might do another recap in a year to see how I feel about it, but as of right now, I think this might be their best album. And I know that's controversial. I know, because people love Trench and like Blurryface and Vessel, whatever. I think this is tied with Trench for their best album. I said what I said. I don't care. Speaking of, actually, I've been seeing a lot of people do slideshows of Tone Impala's albums ranked. What do you mean you're putting Vessel in the top 3? What do you mean by that? Not the point. Point is, these are my opinions, they're right, and I'm standing on them. Is it not clocking to you that I'm standing on business right now? Like, anyway, if you came to this thinking it was going to be an Animal Crossing upload, I'm very sorry. I've had a very intense few weeks, and I'm trying to edit it, but looking at Animal Crossing makes me want to rip my skin off right now, so I thought I'd take a little bit of a break, do something else, and then we'll get back to Animal Crossing in the next few weeks. But I'm back at uni now, so shit's getting busy. I will try to upload when I can, but if I dip for 6 months, don't question it. I'll be back. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe. Tell me that you hate my opinions in the comments. I'll ignore you. And yeah, bye.